Good morning mga mare! We are back here in Clark International Airport. It's currently 3:06 a.m. And ang cute naman ng display. Look at that, oh. Christmas tree with moving snowman. Ang arte, moving snowman. Char! Alam mo, kailangan natin magbayad ng travel tax pero puntahan muna natin to. Ang cute kasi. Anyway, ayan yung Cebu Pacific check-in desk. Ganda rito talaga sa airport na to, no? Oh, diba? Ang ganda. Wow. Tara, magbayad muna tayo ng travel tax. Alam mo, na-realize ko, wala akong kapera-pera sa wallet ko. Sa pagkakaalam ko, pwedeng debit card dito eh. Kung hindi, mag-withdraw tayo. Ayan lang sa harap natin, yung white na desk. Diyan tayo magbabayad ng travel tax. Ayan mga mi, nakapagbayad na tayo ng travel tax. Wala pang 5 minutes. In fact, parang 2 minutes lang, tapos na. And yes, pwedeng debit card. Pwede ring GCash. At saka credit card pwede rin. Parang pwedeng Paymaya eh. So, ayun, para sa kaalaman ng lahat. Ngayon, after magbayad ng travel tax, pumunta na tayo sa counter ng Cebu Pacific so we can drop our bag. Alam nyo ba mga mare, sobrang swerte ko kasi itong ticket na to, nakuha ko siya ng piso sale. Hulaan yung magkano lang siya. Ready? 4 digits lang siya. Uy, suspense. Sasabihin ko sa inyo kapag nasa mood ako. Charot, o siya, mag-check-in muna tayo. Ito mga may mga pila for special passengers, elderly, pregnant, PWD, my kids. Ito naman, international passengers. Alam niyo ba, ang departure natin, 5:10. Ang chill talaga dito. Tapos umalis ako ng bahay, parang 2:40. Ito, baka matawa kayo. Ba't ako merong Reynolds wrap? Kasi ayoko mabasa yung passport ko. So, inside my bag, nakaganyan siya. Yung tita nyo, umaksyon na naman. Charot. Alright, tapos na ako mag-check-in. Nakiusap ako kung meron pang seat sa likod na window. Kasi di ba mahaba yung biyahe para malapit ako sa CR. Alam ko medyo istorbo dahil marami rin magsa-CR pero mas prefer ko yung malapit na ako sa CR. Tsaka minsan, walang tao sa dulo kung hindi po na yung flight. So, posible na ako lang ang nandun. Dito, bawal na ang camera. Pagpasok dyan, may x-ray dyan, i-check yung mga hand carry mo, tapos immigration na. Ang ating flight papuntang Narita, Tokyo ulit tayo. Ang boarding time niya ay 4:25 a.m. and it's only 3:20. Diba no? Ang ganda talaga dito sa Clark. What is this? May ganito pala. Kung hindi mo magawa kung hindi mo nagawa yung e-travel mo, you can do it here pala. Oh, ito na yung snowman na gumagalaw. Puntahan natin. Hindi tayo nakalapit kanina. Nagugutom ako kasi huling kain ko. Parang 9 p.m. pa. Sobrang busy ko kanina. Hindi pa ako nakakatulog. Siyempre, inasikaso ko yung kids, all their food. Tapos nag-work pa ako. In fact, nag-pack ako 2 hours before. Ang ganda naman. Tara, mag-immigration na tayo. So we have some time. Alam niyo, na-realize ko, wala talaga akong kapera-pera sa wallet ko. Ayun, may Robinsons Bank. Mag-withdraw muna ako. Ayan na mga mare, tapos na tayo sa immigration. This is the first time ever na dumaan ako ng immigration na walang tinanong sa akin. Nakakatawa siya kasi Hindi talaga siya nagsasalita. Pagpunta ko sa kanya, sabi ko, good morning. Tapos binigay ko na to. Tapos yung cellphone ko, hinanda ko na yung folder kung saan ko sinave yung mga usual documents ko like COE, yung mga hotel reservation. Hindi man niya hiningi. He just looked at me, tapos tinignan niya ulit yung passport ko to check the visa. And then he looked at the monitor. Tapos tinignan niya ulit ako, tapos tinatakan na niya yung passport ko. Wow, diba? Finally, di ba yung nagjo-joke ako, sabi ko, yun yung pangarap kong mangyari, yung wala nang itatanong sa akin. So, finally, it happened. Whew. Okay, by the way, ito ang look natin today. Ewan ko lang kung kamusta yung buhok ko, ha. Sarado na yung Dark Circle Brothers, oh. Remember nung Taiwan trip natin, dyan ako kumain nung bulgogi. Okay, gate 11 tayo at 4:25 ang boarding natin. So, mukhang no choice tayo but to eat at Tom and Tom's. Yun ang problema dito sa side na to, no? Walang ibang option at this time. Wala eh, pati yung Mary Grace sarado. Freshly made pretzels. Pero ang liit niya. For 355 pesos. Dapat pala, I bought the sandwich na lang. Remember yung kinain namin ng kids sa Hong Kong? Or nung nag-Hong Kong trip kami. Diba ang laki ng sandwich? Pero at least, I can take out the half and then I can eat it on the plane. Oh well, now I know. Mukha namang masarap. Pakita ko, sobrang cheesy niya. Init eh. Ayan. Yum. Mahal lang, no? Alam niyo, dapat nagpunta ako ng 7-Eleven. Kumain muna ako doon. Kaso I wasn't sure if mabilis ba ako sa immigration or hindi. At least yung sandwiches doon, 50 pesos lang. Char. Oh well. So let me talk about what's in my bag. Truth be told, wala akong dalang coat dito. Kahit na balita ako, 10 degrees na raw sa Tokyo. Kasi nga, very warm tong suot ko. However, may dala akong balabal. Just in case malamig sa eroplano. Tapos, hindi pa ako nag 2 layers ng pants. Hindi pa ako naka-winter socks. And I'm wearing cheap Skechers shoes na nabili ko on sale. One of the missions that I want to do in Japan is to buy a very good walking shoes. Yung talagang highly cushioned like Hoka, or kung may makita tayong On Cloud, I want to also try that. Na-distract ako. Going back to my bag. So, ang nasa bag ko lang, may laptop, isang set ng toothbrush, balabal, ano pa ba, hand lotion, sunscreen, of course, may passport, wallet, na ngayon lang ako nagka-cash. Ang winidraw ko lang 3,000 pesos. If worst comes to worst, when I get to Narita Airport and hindi ako makapag-withdraw, at least pwede ako mag-exchange ng 3,000 pesos because that's good enough for me to be able to get a SIM card and also buy a ticket to take the Sky Access train. Ngayon, hindi ako kumuha ng SIM card sa Klook because when I was checking the price in Klook this time, pareho lang pala yung price. Hindi siya mas mahal, number 1. Number 2, may mga nakita akong post na ang bagal daw ng Sakura Mobile. So, yun yung nakita ko kasing SIM card sa Klook. And I don't want that. Kasi diba yung SIM card na nabili ko sa vending machine dati, okay naman. Mukhang nagpo-board na yung mga PWD. Start of boarding na. And on time ang boarding, it's 4:25 a.m. By the way, mga mare, i-discuss ko dahil hindi ko nagagawa kung ano ba ang Japanese visa requirement. Actually, mabilis lang siya. You just need to complete your requirement. So, I'm not in a hurry to board kasi diba nasa last row tayo. Tsaka maliit lang yung hand carry ko. I don't need the overhead bin space. Okay, so let me talk about the Japanese visa. Very minimal ang requirement for Japan visa. Pinaka-importante na kailangan meron ka is a bank certificate. Ano ba yung bank certificate? Hihingin mo siya sa bangko mo. Magbabayad ka ng 100 to 300 pesos. Depende kung magkano yung charge nila. Tell them that you need a bank certificate. And the bank certificate must have a 6 months ADB. Ano ba yung ADB? Average daily balance. The Japanese embassy would like to make sure that you have enough funds and that you have a very good ADB before they let you into their country. So, yung bank certificate, mabilis lang yan kunin sa bangko. Ngayon, may mga bangko na hindi naka-indicate sa certificate na 6 months yung ADB nila. What are you gonna do if that's the case? Then you tell the bank that you would like to ask for a 6 months bank statement. Marami-raming pages po yan, especially kung marami kang transaction. Like for my case, yung bangko ko, walang nakalagay na 6 months yung ADB. So I had to ask for a 6 months bank statement. And yung total number of pages was 18. Wala namang choice. Yun talaga yung requirement ni Japanese embassy. So, make sure that you get your banking requirements. Number 2, of course, you need a valid passport. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months. Kung malapit na mag-expire, mga mare, pa-renew mo muna bago kayo mag-apply ng visa. Next, kapag first time mo mag-apply for visa, you need a birth certificate galing sa PSA. Mura lang po yan. I think I got mine sa SM. Meron silang parang business desk and you can pay 200 or 250 pesos to order your PSA birth certificate. And darating siya in 5 to 10 days. Alright. Aside from what I mentioned so far, I also submitted my COE or Certificate of Employment. Yung Certificate of Employment na yon, kailangan clear kung gaano ka nakatagal nag-work sa company, magkano ang sahod mo, at kung ano ang posisyon mo. It needs to give details so that the Japanese embassy can understand and know who you really are at ano ang source of income mo. Kung wala kang income, kunyari hindi ka empleyado, then you have to submit your business documents. Another requirement is the ITR or income tax return. 2316 yata yon. Pag wala kang 2316, okay lang yon. However, you need to write an explanation kung bakit wala ka nun. Okay, bakit wala kang 2316? Pwede ka ba magkaroon ng visa kung wala kang 2316? Yes, pwede po. Like for my case, wala akong ganun. Nakakuha naman ako ng single entry. Unfortunately, it could be the reason why I wasn't able to get multiple entry visa. You also need to submit an itinerary. So may form po yan na ipoprovide ng agency sa inyo. All you have to do is fill it out. Kung anong araw, saan kayo pupunta, ano yung contact information ng accommodation nyo, address ng accommodation, at kung anong pangalan ng accommodation nyo. Another thing that you need to submit is your application form. Yung application form, straightforward po siya. Typical yon. Itatanong ano yung name mo, ano yung status mo, what's your passport number, may asawa ka ba, and so forth. I'll put the screenshots at the end of this video. Lumipat pala ako ng pwesto kasi I wanna make sure na hindi ako maiwan sa boarding. Marami pa naman silang nagbo-board dyan. Ngayon, if you would like to apply for a multiple entry visa, you need to have a multiple entry visa form. So that's on top of the regular application form for a visa. So, dun naman, checklist lang yun. Sorry, hindi siya checklist. I-check mo lang kung bakit ka nag-a-apply ng multiple entry visa. Atleta ka ba? Professional ka ba? Do you work in the top 1,000 companies in the Philippines? Tapos you have to put the reason why you would like to have a multiple entry visa. you wanna submit a cover letter. Ano ba yung cover letter? It's just a letter telling or asking the Japanese embassy to please grant you a visa. Bakit? Kasi you would like to see cherry blossoms, Mount Fuji. Pwede mo rin sabihin na dream destination mo ang Japan. You can say na you will be polite and disciplined tourist in their country. Doon mo rin ilalagay yung explanation. Kunyari, bakit wala kang COE? O bakit wala kang ITR? Bakit ganyan yung ganun? Doon mo lahat i-explain yun. My suggestion is don't write a very long letter. Short and sweet lang. Pwede na. Mga 1 page lang. So I think that's it. I will flash after this the entire list of all the requirements for you to get a Japanese visa. Tapos niyan, isasubmit mo lang yan sa agency na napili mo. I-assess nila yon kung kompleto na yung documents mo. And then, isasubmit nila yon sa embassy. After that, itatext ka na lang nila kung ready for pick up na yung passport mo or if ipapadala na nila sa'yo yung passport mo. Kasi for my case, taga Pampanga ako. The agency is in Manila. Naka-receive lang ako ng message na ready for shipping na yung passport ko. The agencies will not tell you kung approve or denied. Ikaw mismo ang pwedeng magbuklat ng passport mo to see kung ano yung result. And the embassy will not give a reason kung bakit ka denied, if ever denied nga. May mga nagtatanong, kapag ba hindi ka pumasa ng multiple entry, denied na ba siya totally? The answer is no. You could still get a single entry visa. So, halimbawa, for my case, nag-apply ako ng multiple entry visa, hindi ako na bigyan, pero binigyan naman ako ng single entry. So, well, I'm a little sad because I can't have multiple entry. Grateful pa rin dahil at least hindi siya fully rejected. Ano pa ba yung mga ibang tanong about visas? Okay. Si embassy, meron siyang accredited agencies. Iilan lang sila, parang wala pa silang 10. Parang 6 nga lang yata sila. And these agencies are the only ones who can directly submit your documents to the Japanese embassy. So, may mga makikita kang agencies dyan na legitimate agency naman. And they can assist you with their Japanese visa. Pero, most likely, may tie-up sila dun sa accredited agency ng Japan. So, kung ako sa inyo, dumarekta kayo dun sa mismo accredited ng Japan Embassy. Okay, if you're gonna ask me, anong agency ba ang ginamit ko? The answer is UHI, Universal Holidays Inc. Bakit? Kasi nagpo-promo po sila. Minsan, ang Japanese visa is only 399 pesos. Nung early this year, diba, nagpunta ako ng Japan for the first time. Yung visa application ko, 500 pesos lang. Ito, for this case, I paid 750 pesos for the Japan visa. Yung sa iba kasing other agencies na legit din naman and accredited, minsan 1.2, 1.5, 1.8 pa nga. So, nag-UHI na ako. Tapos kasi si UHI, meron silang app. It's called Visa. Sorry, wait lang, nadidistract na naman ako. Ayun, si UHI, meron kasi silang application that you can download from Google or maybe iOS din or Apple. Ano bang tawag? It's called Visa Center app. Tapos doon, all you have to do is to upload your documents there. Tapos, pag na-upload mo lahat ng documents mo, you hit submit and their staff will assess kung okay na ba yung documents mo. Kapag okay na yung documents mo, they will give instruction for you to visit their office to personally submit your documents, or for my case, since taga Pampanga ako, they will give instructions on how I can ship my documents to their office. Uy, by the way, nakalimutan ko. Requirement din pala ang passport size photo. Sana ako nagpapapicture sa photo line, mura lang, parang 130 pesos lang. Kailangan may color, mga mare. Despite what other people say, kapag yung sinasubmit kong photo, walang color, nire-reject ng assessor ng UHI. So far, I've used UHI 2 times na. And for both instances, hindi ako pumasa ng multiple entry. Pero nabigyan naman ako ng single entry. O siya, konti na lang yun nandito sa gate namin. Mag-check-in na ako. Ay, sorry, magbo-board na ako. It is currently... Anong oras na ba? It's currently 4:33. Anyway, last row naman tayo, so that's fine. We are the last few at the gate. Sa dyan, all you have to do is give your passport and your boarding pass. Tapos check lang naman nila kung ikaw nga yun nasa passport. Ayan, sakto lang tayo. Pag nagpo-board kasi, syempre, medyo matagal because people are still putting their luggages in the bin. Yung 31F pala, it is right next to the toilet. So, sabi nung isang crew, kung gusto ko lang lumipat dito sa 28. And we're lucky kasi look mo. We have the entire row. Diba? We have just landed and also on time. 10 degrees daw ngayon. Okay, so dito natin matitest kung itong Shein na pang autumn or winter daw ba ay gumagana. Parang we landed in an old terminal, kaya ang layo ng lakad papunta dun sa baggage claim. Ibang-iba kasi yung itsura. Ito, kapag malapit na kayo kay Pokemon Wall, then it means you're near the baggage claim. Remember the last time we arrived here, sobrang sikip at ang dami ng tao. Ngayon chill lang siya. Bakit kaya? February yun na last time and also it was on a weekday. Anyway, kwento ko lang yung nangyari sa immigration. Bawal kasi yung photos and videos. Bali, all you need is your QR code. Pag pupunta ka ng Japan, you have to sign up to their Japan web. Para siyang e-travel. Para siyang ganyan. You have to generate a QR code and the customs declaration. Tapos, ano ba nangyari? Sa immigration, you just need to let the officer scan your QR code. Tapos, ipapalagay niya yung 2 index fingers mo sa scanner. Tsaka iti-take yung photo mo. Sabay-sabay na lahat yun mangyayari. And then, after that, you will go down to the baggage claim. Sa baggage carousel, all you have to do is get your baggage. So, this is mine. Double check nyo na lang na inyo talaga yung nakuha nyo. Lalo na pag walang balot yung baggage nyo. Kasi napansin ko ang daming black and gray. Ako talaga sinadya akong ganito. Para walang pagkakamali. Tingnan nyo, akin lang yung wild color. Alam kong tabu siya dito sa Japan because they're very neutral. Pero, para na lang walang magkamali sa baggage ko, sinadya ko talagang ganyan. Tapos nun, may mga taong may hawak na signages. Tatanong kung may dala ka bang fruits, grains, meat. If you do, then you have to declare what you have. Kung wala, dire-diretso ka lang, showing the same QR code. Tapos, you just use another machine to scan it, pati yung passport mo ulit. After nun, dadaan ka ulit sa isang, uh, what do you call that? Isang entryway ulit. Tapos, parang pipicturan ka. Walang tao dun eh. Parang isa-scan lang yung face mo. Pag na-recognize yung mukha mo, magbubukas yung entryway. And then that's it. Ito na yung ikalalabas mo. So the mission every time we are at the airport is to look for a toilet. Hindi, charot. The mission is to withdraw some cash, get the SIM card, and then for Japan, we have to buy a Suica card or a Pasmo card. Yun yung prepaid card nila. Para we can load it, and that's how we tap and pay for trains and buses. And also, pwede yung pambayad sa mga convenience stores. So, papakita ko lang. Papuntang Terminal 3, yun. May Starbucks dyan, kaya pala ang bango. Domestic dito. Train papunta doon. So, lagi tayong papunta sa trains. And, we gotta get SIM card. So, like what I said earlier, di na ako bumili sa Klook because it's the same price, and balita ko nga, mabagal yung Sakura Mobile. So, since last time, maganda yung SIM card na nakuha natin, then we'll just get from the vending machine. I actually don't know where the Klook counter is for SIM card. So, pasensya na hindi ko pa napapakita kasi hindi ko pa natatry. So, tara, mag-withdraw tayo. Dito. Ayun o, diba train sa harap natin? Right on the side, you will see the SIM card, vending machine, and a few ATM machines. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyong SIM card prepaid. 5 days unlimited, 3,000. 8 days, 4,000. 12 days, 5,000. Since 10 days tayo sa Japan, we'll get this one. 16 days, 6,000. 18 days, 6. Ay, ang galing naman. Pare-pareho lang yung presyo. For 12, 16, 18 days. 33 days. Ito, 2 SIM cards. 7,000 lang. Oh, so yung mga nasa baba. 2 SIM cards. Meron din palang eSIM dito sa baba. So, mamaya bili tayo. Let's withdraw muna. Before anything else, may free wifi dito sa airport. So, don't be scared na wala ka pang internet. All you have to do is sign in. Let's use our GoTime ulit. Ang limit sa kanila ay 100,000. So, let's withdraw 100,000. Bakit ganun kalaki? Kasi hindi pa paid yung mga tutulugan ko. ATM fee is 220 Japanese yen. Confirm.
Are you sure you have everything? Thank you.
Ayun na, that's it. That's how fast it is to withdraw using your GoTime. Teka, tabi tayo. Standard dito sa Japan na 220 Japanese yen yung yung charge. Ngayon, tingnan natin sa GoTime app kung magkano yung nabawas sa account ko. Can you guys see it? It says here na yung 100,000 yen is 38,900. So, I can just use GoTime again to tap for other transactions. Or I'll just use my cash. Mag-withdraw na lang tayo ulit kung kailangan. Not bad Philippine pesos is 38,200. So, magkano ang difference? Medyo mahal din Mga ano din. 700 difference? I don't know if that ATM machine has better rates. Kung mas may alam pa kayong better rates, sabihan nyo ako. Okay, so first we insert our bill. This is 10,000 yen. Tapos we choose our SIM card. And then nandito sa baba. And here's our change. Nagkabariya pa tayo. Tingnan mo. Ang kalat ko. Teka lang. Upo muna tayo to install the SIM card. Tapos ito may CR din tayo mamaya. Bago tayo mag-train. Now, if you wanna see how to install the SIM card, you could look for my first Japan episode noong February. Episode 1. Kasi doon pinakita ko ng buong buo how I installed the SIM card. Hindi ko na ipapakita ngayon kasi I'm pretty sure it's the same process. Buti this time may pin, no? Last time, walang pin. I mean, ito, yung pantusok. Buti na lang lagi akong may dalang pin kasi nasa likod ng cellphone ko. Tingnan nyo, may big camera coupon. 10% plus 7% off. Tapos dito, meron naman user manual for iOS and Android. Tapos nakasulat naman yung APN kung anong gagamitin. Ayan na, naipasok ko na. Bali, ang tinanggal ko yung GoMo SIM card ko. Ganito ginagawa ko para hindi mawala. I always have a PIN. I have an extra SD card and the SIM card. Ay, walang Disney Plus dito sa Japan. Hindi gumagana tong app na to. Itong si Max, which was the old HBO Go. Ay, hindi rin gumagana sa Japan. Oh my gosh. Okay, edi Netflix. Don't tell me bawal. Dati nagagamit ko to. Ayan. By the way, in-off ko na yung wifi ko. Itong Bloodline. Teka, hinaan natin. Baka malakas. Ayan. O, diba? Gumagana na ang ating unlimited internet. See? At ang bilis. So, anyway, after this, magsi-CR lang ako. And then, the next mission is for me to get an IC card so we could go to our hotel. So, yung pupuntahan nating hotel, natirahan ko na siya last year. And we will only stay for 1 night. Kasi bukas maghahakone tayo. We are back in Bidayland. Japanese bidet. Love it. By the way, ang cute ng CR na to. It's color pink. Hindi ko mapakita yung sa labas. Kasi may mga tao. But it was so cute. Nakakatawa yung CR ng Japan. Inisip nila lahat. Merong contraption para kapag may dala kang bata, pwede mong ipaupo dun yung baby. Tapos, pwede kang umihi ng maayos. Hindi yung buhat-buhat mo yung baby mo. Tapos, meron pa dong changing board. Kunyari, magpapalit ka ng pants. You can remove your shoes, step on the board, and dun ka magpalit. Tapos, dito sa Japan, they want you to flush your tissue. Kasi yung tissue nila water-soluble. And then, yung flush nila, dalawang klase. Small flush or big flush. Diba? So, kung umihi ka lang. Anyway, andito tayo. Papunta tayo ng train. Kasya naman. Oh, meron pang bentahan ng SIM card dito. Bakit parang wala itong mga to dati? Ito mga Mario lockers. Yun. Kaso, puro red, ibig sabihin they're all occupied. Dito, pagbaba, maraming gacha. Tapos dito yung 7-Eleven. Ano yung mga gacha dito? Tokwa. Teka, magkano ba to? 300 yen. Yung iba 400. Itong mga Pokemon 300. Ano pa meron dito? Hindi ko kasi nalibot dati to. Sobrang daming tao. Doon may mga ano pa. May mga lockers pa doon. Ang tagal kong umalis. Anong oras na? It's mag-11 Japan time na. So, isang oras na ako. Pero kasi nag-vlog ako. Uy, excuse. Ang cute. Ang cute naman. Look at this. Mga villains. At they also sell SIM card here. May ATM machine din. I don't know, baka mas maganda palitan dyan, di ba? Sabihan niyo ako ha, kung mas maganda nga. Anyway, itong na to, itong long sleeves na to, from Shein, in fairness ha, talagang, tingnan niyo sila, nakabalot sila. Ako hindi. But you have to remember, I'm a big girl. So for me, sakto kahit walang coat. Oh, you know what I need to do before I get on the train? I need to get my coat na dito sa bag na to. Kasi it could be cold outside. Tara, punta tayo sa mga vending machines dito sa train platform to get our cards to activate or use it every 3 years. So, gusto kong one ride lang. 1 hour. Ito, 2,000. Apa, Curame. Ang maganda rin sa kabang luto mo. Masarap. I'm looking forward to are the masarap talaga. Yan yata. It's almost right. Are these maple leaves? Ganito. Ayoko naman maiwan ng